X-rays are one of the most important tools used to help diagnose illnesses and injuries today in medical facilities. Because of the uses of X-rays, X-ray technicians like myself are an integral part of diagnostics, which help the radiologists determine what the patient's needs are so they can be treated properly. I'd like to share with you some amazing facts about X-rays, including the history, the treatment, and the side effects. First, X-rays were discovered by Wilhelm Röntgen. He was a German physicist. It was 1895 when he discovered them. Back then, he used rays that were of an unknown substance, so he used the X for being unknown, so that's how they became X-rays. They were also called Röntgen rays, too. His very first X-ray was an X-ray of his wife's hand, here shown, with shadows of the bones shown and the ring that she had on. This image here is a modern X-ray today as opposed to what they had back then in 1895. Röntgen was not aware at the time that X-rays were dangerous for those exposed to them. There was a period of time where carnivals and circuses used X-rays as a novelty, sort of like a photo booth. Many people in this day and age can remember using an X-ray machine called a fluoroscope when they purchased shoes. This machine would help to show if the shoe fit properly. X-rays are now used to detect fractures in bones, foreign bodies, cancers in the body, and other illnesses and diseases such as pneumonia. X-ray has expanded to several types of modalities such as mammography, shown here, to use soft tissue, CT scan, which shows bone and soft tissue, radiation therapy, used to detect cancers, to kill the cancers, and fluoroscopy here, which is a live image of an X-ray, which helps the doctors either place hardware in the bone, or it's also used for the digestive system to see how the digestive system flows. And lastly, there's nuclear medicine. Shown here is a bone scan, which shows hot spots in the bones that can show cancers. Next, I want to talk to you about the risks of radiation exposure. It depends on the tissue and the organ being examined. Most people worry about their exposure to X-rays and believe that it will give them cancer. However, radiation exposure from an X-ray is low, and the benefit from these tests outweigh the risks. Generally, if you are pregnant, the risk to an unborn baby is small, but your doctor may order another imaging test if you are in your first trimester, which is the worst time to have an X-ray. Double shielding with a lead apron is suggested. According to the American Cancer Society, problems can occur depending on the radiation dose, the timing of the exposure, and what areas of the body are exposed. Certain types of imaging, such as X-rays, CT scans, and nuclear medicine, expose people to low levels of radiation. MRI and ultrasound do not expose people to ionizing radiation. These tests are generally used for patients that cannot be exposed to radiation. Children are much more sensitive to radiation than adults. The risk of developing a radiation-related cancer can be several times higher than that of an adult. Most doctors recommend that children only get X-rays when absolutely necessary. Radiation therapy uses high doses of radiation that are directed at the cancer, resulting in the death of cancer cells. This can lead to DNA mutations in other cells that survive the radiation, which can lead to the development of a second cancer. Some examples of radiation side effects are ARS, which is acute radiation syndrome, cutaneous radiation injury, cancer, and long-term health effects. In conclusion, many advances have been made since the discovery of X-ray 122 years ago. In the past 20 years, I've seen the progression of imaging going from developing film here in the darkroom to processing digital images on a computer. One thing that has not changed is the way we achieve that image, and that is by using our x-rays. Many safety protocols have been established, and the dose is decreasing, making x-ray less dangerous. So, the next time you need an x-ray, be assured that you are in safe hands and you are getting a safe dose of x-rays. Thank you.